Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, I'm making another Clash of Clans video today. I know it's been a little while since my last video, but I don't want to make daily uploads. I kind of just want to make uploads whenever I have video ideas, or I mean, I always have video ideas. It's just I only want to make videos just like when I feel like it, because I'm kind of busy with like work and life and stuff, and I don't really want to get burnt out of the game, the actual game itself just because I'm making videos about the game. So I just kind of want to make them whenever I feel motivated to make them. Because it takes a little bit. It's not hard to record them. I genuinely enjoy recording these videos, but it's not hard to edit them either. I obviously do very minimal editing, but I it just takes a while to process to send from my iPad to my PC, the editing software to download it to export to YouTube. It's just a little bit of a hassle, but it's really not that bad. So that's why I'm making this next video. As you can see, I just had my where is it? Let's go to the progress phase quick. I just had one of the most important upgrades finish. I just had the pet house finished to level 3 right as I logged on. I started the recording after I got the notification, but this just finished. Um, Also, I don't have any more Legends League attacks, but I have this builder open, and I just bought a hammer of building with the rest of my Clan War League medals. So what this means is I remember last video I was talking about if I could beat Guardy to this new level of Royal Champion to max before him. And clearly his is level 29. I have enough Dark Elixir. I think it's going to go down right now. So Royal Champion to level 30. And we'll use the book. And now we have a fully maxed out Royal Champion for Town Hall 14. Feels pretty good. Uh, and we also have this pet house. So that takes 18 days. And I'm not going to lie, I think the pet house is more important than an Inferno Tower because it's an offense building that takes 18 days. I think this is a perfect time to use a hammer building and get the unicorn, which will be huge to my new tax strategy that I want to get into here today. Um, so yeah, that was a lot of progress right there. So let's see what we do with this next builder. We have an Archer Tower, Springtrap. That's weird. I don't know. Oh, because I need another hero, so I use traps sometimes. So I have the Town Hall Archer Tower. So I just need another non-defense or hero building to upgrade. I'm kind of thinking. First of all, I think I should collect this clan castle because we're in a war right now. I don't want to overfill on the clan castle there, but we do have a lot of elixir and gold, and the next one's an archer tower. But I could always just upgrade like a cheap archer tower. But I kind of want to get one of these barracks up to max. Uh, yeah, I kind of want to get these new troops now. I know the storages are helpful and stuff, but I don't know. I think the barracks would be a cool thing to get to max. So I sadly don't have enough for the regular barracks with the Electro Titan. So I might just have to get this Apprentice Warden because I might be pretty helpful with my tax strategy. I've been switching it up, which we'll go into in a little bit. I'll show a replay or something, or maybe I'll do a live war attack. I haven't really scouted much for war, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. Um, but yeah, so I guess I can upgrade that, and in the meantime, I'll just upgrade another wall. Yeah. Uh, and then we'll get this guy going to max. And this row here I have for the stuff that's max for Town Hall 14. But this is gonna be max for the game now. So the stuff that's max for the game I put over here. I know it's a little cramped because I still have stuff from Town Hall 9, 10 here. Or not max for Town, 10 not max for 11. But yeah, so now we can shift everything down, and all my Town Hall 14 stuff is kind of getting some work done to it here. So yeah, there we go with that. And another big change that I have. So wait, before I get into this big change, I'm trying to like aesthetically, I really don't think these walls look good, especially when you have it next to like a bunch of like Town Hall 13 looking defenses because they're like that bluish color. And Town Hall 14, I think a majority, or I think it just the community says it's one of the ugliest town halls, like this green and gold color. Same with these walls, and like I'm not gonna not upgrade walls, so Yeah, so I have this wall here. I've been just kind of like hiding them behind this clan castle because it's so like thick and stuff. But now they're peeking through. So I'm just trying to put the walls like where the Town Hall 14 defenses are. So I have this scatter shot that matches the clan castle, the Town Hall. So maybe I'll just like upgrade the clan or the scatter shot when I have another hammer soon and this guy so I can kind of fill in the middle here. Maybe I'll branch toward the outside more or something. I just kind of want to match it like aesthetically. That's what I'm doing with the walls there. If you take a peek at my army camp, I've actually switched it up. Before, I had a relatively like not competitive army camp. I had a I'll actually just show a replay while I talk about it. So I have been struggling with it a little bit, but here's my most recent attack. So what I've been doing is I've been using the same thing, Queen Walk into Electro Dragons, except I swapped out, you can see 3 balloons for 2 headhunters and extra archers. So my logic behind it is everybody in Legend League and Clan Wars in general, there's always troops in the clan castle, always. So either I use the poison on the troops in the clan castle and it deals with them and everything, whatever I can do. Or sometimes my queen, when she's walking, encounters an enemy hero. And I usually just use the poison on that, or like a freeze and a rage or something. I was kind of thinking, that's kind of like a waste of spells. And I know like pros and stuff, they always like, it's kind of fun like as a not competitive Clash of Clans player. And here's a new thing that I've been doing. Recall there. As a not competitive Clash of Clans player, it's kind of fun. You just drop all your troops. Like if I really want to do a simple strategy, I just do all E-Drags and balloons and just rages, and that's it. But as pros, they kind of drop troops all throughout the entire attack. There's never like a lull to the attack until like the very end for cleanup. But they still have like just troops like those archers there. They kind of hold on standby. So that's what I've been doing with the headhunters. It's hard because even here I miss it. There's a queen going at my king there. I don't even see it because I'm so used to just thinking about the queen walk and E-Drags. But it's just another thing to think about that makes it a little bit more complex. But if I can get it down, I think it'll be significantly better because, yeah, I actually ended up using the poison spell there. But it's good to save the spell space. I think 6 housing space, which is how much an, what's it called, the headhunter it is way less valuable than a spell space. I would take a spell space any day. Because if I tried to time with heroes, I would probably have to have like 2 poison spells at least. 1 for clan castle, 1 for heroes, but I sacrificed on the balloons there. Because the balloons, I don't know if they were too important in E-Drag attacks. I think they're really helpful, but I've been using them for like coconut balloons to absorb the black airline. But I think with I think it does make my E-Drags a little bit weaker, as you can see here. But I don't think it matters too much. I think it just kind of depends on how I'm using them. I would like to have more, but I mean, you only have so many army camp space, and with Queen Walk with E-Drag, it's kind of like pushing it for how much. So there was a 50% there, but it's kind of pushing it with how much army camp space you really have. So I think the ideal is just take out a couple balloons, put in some headhunters, and then I filled it with archers. So archers, like I said before, is like clean up for the end of the attack there. Or I kind of want to put archers because when I was doing clan war attacks, I tend to use the flame flinger. I really like to use Queen Walk with like a flame flinger on the other side or something. But a lot of times the biggest threat to the flame flinger, when I plan it out, I'm like, I know where the mortars are, I know how to take them out and stuff. I've launched like a giant or something. But one of the bigger threats is so this is a well-timed headhunter. She actually took out the queen perfectly, saved the poison. That's exactly what I'm going for. I did that one great. And so I'm using the archers for when little ground skellies pop up on the flame flanger. So I just have them in my army just to get used to them. But here's where I'm making the biggest change too. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this, but it's Queen Walk recall spell. So what I do with the queen is I launch her in, and she goes and gets her target buildings, which kind of varies on attacks. And the minute she does and starts going under heavy fire, usually I would drop a rage spell. But now what I'm doing is I'm sweeping up the queen with the recall spell. It can sweep up the queen. Oh, so this was another well-ish timed headhunter. Queen ability still went off. I'm still a little rusty with that. So it sweeps up the queen and 4 healers. It doesn't sweep up the 5th. So I struggle with that a little bit, but so it sweeps her up, and then what I do is I deploy her on a side that doesn't have as heavy a firepower, just so that I can just do the E-drag attack. But the problem is my queen's kind of underleveled, and she dies relatively quickly, so I have to start the E-drag attack sooner than I usually do, which is kind of a problem. But there's one catch. The recall spell can only suck up 4 healers. That was pretty cool, actually. Black Air Bomb hit my healer, but didn't take it out. That's interesting that a low-level Black Air Bomb doesn't do that. So it hit one of my, so it sucks up 4 healers unless, well, it's max level, and it can't suck up the 5th. But one thing is, I think if you get it to max for Town Hall 14, or right now, I'm not really sure, it can actually suck up the unicorn too. So the unicorn is that pet, is one of the pets that I literally just unlocked at the beginning of this video. And then the higher level recall spell can suck up 4 healers in the unicorn, which is essentially 5 healers. And then you can drop the 5th healer when she's on the other area, or just do the 5 healers in the unicorn and then swaps up the, and then essentially the queen still has 5 healers on the other side instead of whatever, 6 with the unicorn. So that'll be huge, and I was kind of hoping like, oh, I'll just have to wait for the unicorn 18 days, but I'm glad I used that hammer because that queen walk recall actually be significantly better. So I freeze the air defense here, and she's fighting a ground expo, and the air defense was taking the healers out, and I was like, hey, I can afford 1 healer because I dropped 5, I can only sweep up 4, so let me just drop her literally right back where she was because she was trailing off and the healers are going to get picked off the air sweeper. So I thought, why don't we just put the queen in here? Maybe I have to invest another rage, and then put the king to the left side funnel and start the E-drag attack. But the E-drag attack, usually I would wait until there's a minute 30 left in the attack to start dropping them. But with this queen being swept up whenever she is in heavy damage, without the unicorn and stuff, she needs to be swept up pretty fast. But so that was another headhunter. I don't think it really did much work on that timing. So the queen needs to be, I think she's just a little bit low leveled, and I need to be a little bit more patient. I need to get better with my timing of where to put the queen. But a good way to picture why the recall spell is much better than just keep pushing her into the middle of the base. Like, obviously, pushing into the middle of the base could be better if you can get a lot of value and you can keep her alive. But that's the thing, is keeping her alive is pretty hard. It takes a lot of like attention and strategy, like you saw in like my other video. Like I was kind of doing it while talking, just because I'm so used to it. But it is pretty difficult. She tends to die a lot, and that when the queen dies, that's when you get 0-star or a 1-star or a 2-star when you could have gotten a 3-star or a 2-star. And it really is like detrimental towards your attack. So the queen recall, I don't even, so I did it for all my Legends League attack. This was a fail. I don't even know why, but so a good way to picture it is the queen potentially, actually looking at my base is probably a good example. The queen potentially in my base could walk from the bottom side here, go up, hit the air defense. There's not many heavy defenses until she gets targeted at the expo, pop her ability or something, get the eagle, then recall her back up, drop her up top here, take out the town hall. That is insane value for a queen walk. A queen walk can never get the eagle and the town hall because people always separate them, make it impossible, go through all these defenses. But with the recall, it's possible. You can get insane value if you do it right with the recall spell. So that's why I'm playing with the recall spell for the time being, and I think it'll be a good investment. Another change I might make is swapping out the E-dragons for dragons of some sort. Dragons and dragon riders. My dragon riders aren't maxed yet, but I might try it with regular dragons. I'm gonna do my war attacks in another video, or I'm not gonna do them online. I just kind of want to show my new strategy, but also there is another big change that I've made. You can't really see it in my attacks or anything, but what I've been playing with is, because you see how many troops there are, how many different troops I'm using. So when you're using a bunch of different troops like this, it fills up this entire screen, and then the recalls on the other line. You have to scroll back and forth on that like deployment bar where the troops are. And I figure one of the best things I can probably do is so what I did before was like decrease the deployment bar size so more troops fit on it, but it's fine when you're just a casual player and you only really have an E-Drag, healers, balloons, and baby dragon, rages, freeze. It's only like 5 things and 3 heroes and siege machine. That fits an entire bar and you're fine. When you add in these wall breakers, archers, headhunters, recall, freeze spells of different clan castle levels because we're a new clan and we don't have the fully the upgrade or the donation upgrades, so they're not all max freezes. It's kind of annoying. So what I've been doing is I double the deployment bar size. So I don't have any attacks left on this main account. I'm just gonna go to Franco Mac, my second account, just to show it. But with and this account is even more pointless to have it because there's only I have wall breakers. But so with this double deployment bar size, what it does is it puts all the troops on the left, the heroes in the middle, and the spells on the right. And when I do it with my new attack strategy with all those different troops, like that's how the good people have it. They have a bunch of different troops, just for every scenario, kind of. It's way easier to access them all, and I can get it quickly. But it is taking a little bit of time to get used to it. So once I get used to it, I think I'll be much better off. But those are 2 big changes. I'm getting the trying to use headhunters, the recall spell, and now the change of deployment bar, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I think it's a good investment for the future. So one of the last things I want to do in this video before we close it out is I can't do an attack. I haven't planned out my war attack at all. It's not going to happen. I have no builders opened, but we do have this pet house at max, which is really nice. And now we can assign these pets to all the heroes. I literally just got this. I haven't even assigned it. And we get the unicorn to the queen. That is going to be GG. Well, we'll see how it goes for this attack in the war and everything. But I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll make a new video soon. All right.